Damn it, Arlington.
You gotta get the doc.
Better be the real deal this time.
Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel, where we're going to be counting down the top 10 most annoying enemies in Treyarch Zombies history. These are any type of enemy besides zombies that are in Treyarch Zombies. So you have bosses, you have mini bosses, all that sort of thing, and these are just going to be the ones that are super annoying, the ones that annoy you every single time you play the map. It might be the reason you don't play this map a certain amount, and it could be why you like playing it, which would be kind of weird. But anyways, guys, we're going to be counting down the top 10 with 4 honorable mentions. I spent a lot of time coming up with this list, and it was suggested to me by someone over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GregFPS if you guys want to watch me stream zombies. Also, if you guys have recommendations for something you would like to see here on the channel, you can comment it down below. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the list. Coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the cosmonauts, which appear on Moon. Now, the cosmonauts are very annoying because they can grab you and hit you with their helmet, and you will actually end up getting teleported to a random spot on the map, and you will also lose one of your perks randomly, which is super annoying. If you only have Jug, for example, and he grabs you, he is going to take Jug away, which can be one of the most annoying possible things. And the really interesting thing about Moon is you have to go through so many different vent areas to get to different areas. So when you step inside one of those, the astronaut could be right there just waiting to grab you because he walks around the map fairly slow. So I think he's really annoying, and he comes in here at the number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be Brutus from Mob of the Dead and Blood of the Dead. Now, Brutus isn't really that hard to kill. That's really no surprise. You knock off his helmet, you get him with headshots, and he dies fairly quickly. Sometimes he can really smoke, which is fairly annoying because you can't really see where all the zombies are. But the main problem I have with Brutus, and the reason he is so annoying, is because he locks down stuff. He can lock down the mystery box, the perks, the build tables, a bunch of stuff, the plane. He's just really annoying in that sense. And also, he shuts off any trap that he comes in contact with. So it can be the acid trap or the blade trap or the sniper trap. I believe he can also lock down. So it just ends up being really annoying because he basically stops you from doing certain things on the map until you kill him, which can be really annoying because if you end up going down, for example, and he ends up locking down Jug, you have to pay 2,000 points to re-unlock it, and the price actually goes up the more times he locks down stuff. So that's why he comes in here at the number 9 spot. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have the Giga Knees, which is only on Ancient Evil. Now, I like to use the Staff of Rabash to kill these guys really quickly, but it doesn't seem to work all the time. Another really annoying thing about these guys is he can use his shield to basically stun you, and you can't really move as fast. You can easily get hit by zombies. And also, he throws a spear, which is also very strong and can deal a pretty significant amount of damage to you as well. So that's why I decided to put him at the number 8 spot. They're actually pretty annoying, and I just don't like them. I think it's the worst part about Ancient Evil, and Ancient Evil is an amazing map. I still think it's a good boss, but they are very annoying. Coming in at the number 7 spot, we have the Pentagon Thief from 5. Now, the reason I didn't put this one closer to the number 1 spot is because I really don't find myself having trouble with the Pentagon Thief. I usually end up killing him fairly quickly with Mustang and Sally's whenever I play 5 and get a basically free bonfire sale as a reward. So you get rewarded very well, and it's not really that hard to not have him take your guns if you have the Mustang and Sally's. And if you're playing co-op or online public matches, then definitely he's even more of a pain because he'll probably steal your guns. But other than that, I still think he's really easy in some ways, but also can be annoying if he takes a gun that you pack a punch in the later rounds. So I put him at the number 7 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the Thrashers on ZNS. Everyone knows the Thrashers. They can be extremely annoying. Now, the best way to kill them, to be honest, is if you have the Perunan Veils, which is the Pack-a-Punch Marshall 16s, they can absolutely destroy him pretty quickly. Now, the really annoying thing about the Thrashers though is if you end up going down and you're playing in a co-op game, he will actually grab you and put you in his stomach and run around, and then your teammate has to kill him in order to get you out and revive you. So that is one of the most interesting things we've ever had in a zombies boss. Now the Thrashers are fairly easy to kill, but you have to shoot the 3 I guess acid pouches that are on his body in order to kill him fairly quickly. I think the Thrashers are a really cool boss, but they can be extremely annoying, especially like if you're trying to get from point A to point B and one just spawns out of the ground like right next to you. That's really annoying. So it comes in here at the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the monkeys on Ascension on the special rounds. Now Ascension is a fairly straightforward and easy map, but the monkeys are very annoying. So what they can do is they can go to the perks that you have and actually end up hitting the perk and dealing enough damage that it will actually take away the perk if you already bought it. So definitely you do not want to get stuck losing Jug in the middle of a monkey round. Not only do they end up taking your perks, but they can also do some damage to you with explosions. If they like jump up and slam, they can deal a little bit of damage that way. And not only that, but if you decide, hey, I'm gonna throw grenades at the monkeys, they will actually throw it back at you and deal damage to you that way. So the monkeys are definitely a very brutal enemy, and I think they're really cool because if you don't let it touch any of your perks, you can get a free perk, which is really nice. That's usually how I like to get Jug, by not opening either of the Jug doors. But overall, it can be very annoying, and it comes in here at the number 5 spot. The Ascension monkeys are no joke. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Panzer Soldats that appear on Origins and also Dreisendrach and also on Revelations. We're going to be talking about both of them and grouping them up into this one group at number 4. Now the Origins Panzers are a little bit different than the Dreisendrach ones. They have a claw and can drag you and pull you through and pull you to them, and then they can shoot you with their flamethrower, whereas the Dreisendrach ones shoot shock charges at you instead of a claw, which in my opinion is a little bit more annoying because you kind of get stunned, and if there's a lot of zombies around you, you can get blocked and killed very easily. So both of them obviously have a flamethrower. They're really annoying. Every time they spawn in, they have the annoying like siren noise, so you know they're coming, and it's always really intimidating when they actually spawn in on the map. I don't think they're too hard to kill if you know what you're doing, but they can be very annoying and frustrating to deal with. So they come in here at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the vampires, aka the Nosferatus, which appear on Dead of the Night. Now this is going to be the red guys and the normal vampires. Now the red guys will literally grab onto you and like bite you in the neck, and you have the whole animation, which can be a little disturbing, like in the middle of a boss fight. It's really annoying. And not only that, but you have the vampires, which every single time they hit you, it takes longer for you to recharge and regenerate your health, which is super frustrating. And it's really annoying when you can't regen your health fast because you're vulnerable for a while against all the other zombies that are on the map. So that's why they are super annoying and frustrating, especially in the boss fight. Now you can get the crossbow to kill them a lot quicker, which is very nice. It's a one shot basically indefinitely for the rest of the game when you have it. So that's definitely a very good thing to get if you're going to be dealing with vampires for a long time. But overall, they are annoying, and they come in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be George Romero. Rip my man George, but to be honest, he is very annoying. He's going to follow you around the map for the entire duration of the game, which is definitely not fun to deal with if you need to get through a corridor or go downstairs and he's walking up them, and he can block you, and it can be really annoying. Now the good thing is if you end up killing him, he will be out for an entire round, and you can also get a free perk, but he does have 250,000 damage per player in your game. So if you're playing solo, he'll have 250 health, or 3 750,000, or 1 million if you have a 4-player game. So it's really annoying to deal with George kind of walking all over the place, and he can just get in the way and be really annoying. All right, guys, we have 4 honorable mentions. The first one is going to be the dogs on World at War. They're extremely strong on Shinonuma and Doris. Next up is the Nova Crawlers, which appear on 5, on Moon, on Kino. The Moon ones teleport, and also on Alpha Omega. The Nova Crawlers are so annoying because they can actually shoot that green acid at zombies and make them crazy, and they will run after you. Also, we have the Templar zombies on Origins, which will lock down generators, which can be really annoying. You do get a free max ammo if you end up killing them, but sometimes they can be at generator 6 or generator 1 and be on the complete opposite side of the map you're on, and then you won't get there in time, so then they go on to another one. Those are very annoying. And last but not least, we have the witches on Buried, which can steal 2,000 points every single time they hit you when you're going through the witch's house. So yeah, that can be very frustrating as well. All right, so coming in at the number 1 spot, there's actually 2 different enemies, and the first one is going to be the napalm zombie. Now, the napalm zombies are really frustrating because they take a ridiculous amount of damage. They're a bullet sponge, and eventually when they blow up, they can damage you even if you have PhD. Now, the really cool thing about the napalm zombies, though, is you can kill them in a choke point where a bunch of zombies are running through, and they will actually die from the fire. So it can be a good use, I guess you could say, to kill a lot of zombies if you're in the later rounds. And also, the other number 1 spot is going to be the denizens from everyone's favorite map, Transit. Now, the denizens can be extremely frustrating when they're clawing you as you're running through the fog. If you're an experienced player, you know how to deal with them. One thing I like to do is hold out a turbine. As soon as I hear the yelling noise, I turn around, and it only takes 2 knives, which is like having galvanuckles, which is extremely useful. Now, instead, like if you didn't do that strategy, it would take 5 knives. So it's definitely a lot more useful doing that strategy. And also, the cool thing about the denizens is they can actually make teleporters, so you can travel to a different area around the map with the 8 different lamps that are around the map. If you have power on, then it's really easy. If you don't, you can just put a turbine under it. So that's why the denizens come in at the number 1 spot. A lot of people would consider them to be one of the most annoying zombies. So anyways, guys, that is going to be the list, the top 10 most annoying zombie enemies of all time in Treyarch zombies. Now, obviously, there was a few that I had multiple, so I hope you guys are fine with that. I kind of messed up the list like halfway through, and I already recorded it, so then I had to go back and re-record everything again. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below the worst enemy in your opinion, and I'll see you guys in the next one or in my live stream later tonight over at twitch.tv/GregFPS. Peace out, guys.